Kaylin, tell me what it means when someone says they want multiple streams of income. Tell the people. Why do the people need multiple streams of income?
COVID says it all. What's the difference between having an LLC for your business and being trademarked?
For me, I'm trying to get multiple streams of income because I'm trying to retire early. 62, can't do it.
All right, it's official. Welcome to the official first episode of the Stream Chasers podcast. Welcome. Before we really get started and dive in, first we just want to say thank you for everyone that has showed us support as we pre-launched, and also those who are listening via podcast or those who are watching via YouTube. Again, we just want to say thank you. Now for those who didn't get a chance to listen to the first episode, or for those who may not know, my name is Kayla Nelson, and I'm one of the hosts of the Stream Chasers podcast. Just a little bit about myself. I love everything business, and if I had to give a brief summary of myself, I'm everything God, family, business, and sports. And I have a wonderful and amazing co-host, Candace Williams, who you all are just going to love as we go on this journey throughout the Stream Chasers podcast. Candace, you got anything for the people?
Sure. So I'm Candace Williams, like Kaylin said, and I am grateful to him for asking me to join him on this journey as we are both stream chasers. Kaylin and I have known each other for quite some time, and we just really want to know how to bring in additional streams of income. And we wanted to share that knowledge as we've gone out several times and had several conversations with different people. And we said, you know what, this would be a good platform to be able to tell other people how to get additional streams of income and why you need additional streams of income and what it'll do for you and all that good stuff. So about myself, like Kaylin, I'm God, I'm family, I'm business. I've been doing business things since business things been doing business things. And then all the pretty things. So makeup and jewelry and whatever is pretty and shiny, I like it. So that's kind of who I am in a nutshell. I'm a mom of 3 now. So I got a newborn. So y'all might see her sling to my chest some days. We gonna get it done however we get it done.
Thank you for that, Candace. So we know that you're here because you're interested in becoming a multiple stream earner. Now, with that being said, we're going to give you that through a series of different ways. We're going to have great discussions, great chats, great interviews with a variety of different entrepreneurs who are set in different industries. And we're going to also have those normal general business discussions. I'm talking about those type of discussions that you would have with your friends, with your homegirl, with your homeboy, just in your basement. But we're going to take those same discussions and apply them to these specific industries, which in turn is going to help you apply all this knowledge to be able to get multiple streams of income. And today we have a great episode today lined up for you.
Sure.
Yes, we're going to get into some MLM, which is multi-level marketing, and how is that different from pyramid schemes. And then again, like I said, we're going to apply that to an industry that many of you may have heard of. And if you haven't, you're going to learn about it today. And we may ruffle some feathers, but that's what we do here at the Stream Chasers podcast. And at the end, you're going to be able to take something away from it.
Exactly.
So with that being said, it's all out there, and let's go ahead and get into it. So Candace.
Okay, so what is an example of a pyramid scheme? Because I know that you have one.
Yeah, just last summer, I got burnt for about $1,200. Y'all know this whole, put 100 in, flip it to 800. Mm-hmm. That whole thing. I saw so many people thriving off of it. I'm talking about showboating it all on Instagram, saying, "Oh, it really worked."
Yeah.
And then I started seeing it from people that I actually trusted, even family members.
Okay.
That was flipping it 1,500 to 10,000. So I was like, I know I can go ahead and risk 1,000.
Okay.
But that's a pyramid scheme because I came up short. And
I don't mean to laugh at your hardship, but it is a pyramid scheme. So I think they call them like blessing looms or like a lotus flower.
Yeah, it's a
or whatever.
blessing. Everything's a blessing.
And really, the true definition of a pyramid scheme is if you're putting something in and there's not a product being sold or a service being rendered, it's a scheme. There is no get rich quick. It's not going to happen. Now, in that particular example, your friends aren't lying to you. There are a few people that are going to come out on top. But that's what happens in pyramid schemes. A couple people come out and everybody else at the bottom is at the bottom.
Right.
And this time you was at the bottom.
I was at the bottom, way at the bottom. I'm not going to get into the whole details, but you got to have a certain number.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, wait until your number come up. I'm like, okay. You got to wait for like 70 and I'm like 18. Then the thing starts slowing up. But
exactly.
I'm going to leave that on the table because I don't want to offend nobody that's doing it.
Right. Don't want to burn nobody game, right? We're not here to do that. But it is what it is. So the definition of a pyramid scheme is when you are putting in an input and you're putting in money, or someone's asking you to put in money into a community, but there is no product being sold, no service being rendered, and yet there's supposed to be an outcome. You're supposed to be getting money out. So that's a pyramid scheme. What is multi-level marketing, though?
To me, multi-level marketing, just from what I know about it, that's like when you actually have a true product service that's working for you in a specific business model.
Correct, right. And so a lot of people associate them with pyramid schemes because there is someone who brings you in. There's a sponsor usually or someone like that. And it can be like shaped like a pyramid. But if you think about it, your 9 to 5 is shaped like a pyramid. There's a CEO, 2 vice presidents, 3 semi-vice presidents or whatever. So most organizations are pyramid shaped. It is not a pyramid scheme in itself because someone's bringing you in. If there's a product being sold or a service being rendered, then you good to go, right?
Right.
So some that I can think of off the dome that I've been involved in myself, I've never sold at a multi-level marketing, but I've certainly bought a lot of products. Mary Kay, Avon, the sensual toy party. I'm gonna call it that because there's a lot of them, and I ain't gonna go no further than that. But there's a few of those. So there's lots of multi-level marketing. And today our guest is I'm gonna call her a multi-level marketing pro because she out here doing it. Okay.
Yeah.
So you go ahead.
Yeah. So just like Candace said, we have a special guest for you all today. Her name is Crystal Carey. And just to give you a little background about her so we can set the stage. So Crystal, she co-owns a very successful nutritional storefront. They provide healthy shakes, healthy teas, and baked goods. And it's just a good place for the community. They do workouts in there, and it's just a good place to vibe. But before that, she got into some other things, and I'm gonna say this as humbly as possible, but she had a very successful restaurant, and like I said, I'm saying that very humbly. I'm not sure if you all are familiar with the Steve Harvey morning show and how they have the Hoodie Awards or the Neighborhood Awards. Her restaurant won 5 years in a row for best fried chicken.
Humble brag.
Yes. So like I said, just setting the stage. Then she stepped away from that business to open up a bakery, which she did that for some time. And then that kind of led her into the whole nutritional store that she operates now, which is still like in the restaurant industry. And then just in some other things, she's a coach, a woman's coach, a lifestyle coach, wellness. She does it all. So we're proud to have her here.
Yes.
Dig into some MLMs and pyramid schemes. But now we're going to have Crystal actually come on because she can probably fill in some of those gaps that I'm sure I left out. And with further ado, Crystal.
Hey everyone.
Hi.
Hey, what's going on?
First and foremost, thank you for having me here. And just like you guys, it's the setup is God, family, business, and business.
Come on.
So, but just to correct a little what Kaylin said, we were nominated for 5 years for Soul Food.
Okay.
We were nominated twice for Best Fried Chicken. We won the 2 Best Fried Chickens.
Okay.
And people were like, 5 years? But that was a great experience. So, yes, as Candace alluded to earlier, I actually started my first business at 12.
Okay.
I was the first, the ice cream shop on wheels.
Okay.
We would pull our little wagon through the community selling cold sodas and chips in a bag. But that's how I started. And then, I love everything entrepreneurship. We talked about the multi-level marketing and the pyramid. There's levels to it. But as you shared earlier, that's what I do now. I'm co-owner of 301 Nutrition Spot. I absolutely love it.
No, that's good. That's good. Like I said, we just wanted to set the stage so that people can get a feel for who you are, and how'd you get to where you got to. And like I said, it starts for you and Candace started at a young age, at the age of 12. Mm-hmm. And I think you said you were in middle school as well.
Selling bracelets, hustling. Yeah. What's that?
Yeah. So it went from that. I went to college. I'm a basketball family, mom of 4.
Okay.
Let me mention the kids because they're like, Mom, give me a shout out. Miranda, Madison, Don, and Jamal, and my husband. I'm grateful for him. So graduated, taught for 1 year. Then I realized, this isn't for me. I love the kids. Mm-hmm. However, had a desire to open up a restaurant.
Okay.
And anything that I ever do, I always like to involve my heart, and I love to serve people. So we opened up the restaurant. I got tapped out. Opened up the bakery, and then how I got to where I am now. And I didn't realize my love for nutrition and fitness until I was introduced into this company called Herbalife via a girl I played basketball in college with. Mm-hmm. And it actually wasn't her invitation initially. It was me seeing my best friend. When I saw her, her results were amazing. And when I tried the product, I loved it. So, I started to tap into it a little bit. And what I can honestly say, what I love about it is the community.
Okay.
And as I said before, I love to help people have a breakthrough. Mm-hmm. So being able to utilize this as a tool to get to other levels in life, that's literally what I'm doing. You talk about multiple streams, the company itself, there's multiple streams in that, but I always share with my team, use this as a tool for your purpose.
Okay. Yeah, I'm glad that you gave us the background, because what it sounded like was that you sold the people fried chicken, then you sold them baked goods, and then you said, let me help you lose weight. So I had questions. Yeah, I had questions. So I'm glad
all of them. Yeah.
I'm glad you cleared that up for us, okay? Because I was like, now I feel a scheme happening. It's not a pyramid, but it feels like a scheme.
Yeah.
So in your let's back up, because what I know about Herbalife specifically. So since we're talking about this multi-level marketing type company, we'll just dig right in. What I know about Herbalife, I know about from when I was, I had to be about 6 or 7. My grandparents used to do Herbalife. They had a little green little booklet on their table that with all the supplements in it that they used to take. So when Caleb was prepping me for this episode, and he was telling me that you had a storefront, I was like, to sell what? Herbalife? Because Herbalife is pills. That's what I know Herbalife to be. So tell me, I guess, so first, let's talk about the product line, and then have you always been at a storefront, or did you just get there? How did that work?
No, I actually started from home. So Herbalife, what's great about the company too, you get to build it however you like. Okay. So I started off at home. Actually, I turned my basement into a little community center, if you will, where I would invite people over to sample the products, get them on their nutrition plan, and I would coach them.
Okay.
And then in our organization, they started to create what we call smoothie shops. Mm-hmm. So it's just a different way of inviting people to try the products. Everybody, you got Starbucks and different companies like that now. People come in, they want it quick. They don't want to make it. So this was a great idea, and what we've created in the community, like I said before, I like to touch people, and I like to, everything love. I love love.
Okay.
So when you literally walk into 301 Nutrition Spot, you feel the love when you walk in.
Okay.
So it's not like, hey, come get your smoothie and tea. Hey, I'll see you later. It's conversation. It's a kind word. So that's how that came about.
Okay. So let's take another step back, because you just didn't walk into 301 Nutrition Spot or Herbalife.
Correct.
Now, from what I know when it comes to MLMs, specifically, like you said, there's some type of invitation.
Yes.
And you have to go to this invitation, and a lot of times it's in front of a big group of people. Sometimes it might be just one-on-one. But what was that process like for you? Because we know a lot of people get turned off with that.
Yeah.
But that's something that we kind of want to focus on in this episode, because we feel like there could be a lot of people that's out there that could be missing out on income opportunities because of the negative association that we've put into MLM marketing or pyramid schemes, or however you want to call it, even though we know there's a clear difference.
Correct.
Especially in the Black community, because we're all about, I don't have no money to waste, and we're all trying to get that next dollar. So can you give us some of that background? Like, how did you actually get involved, and what turned you on about it?
Okay. So a young lady named Christy, I played basketball in college. I used to watch her on Facebook, and she would put these posts. I'm a mom of 3, under 3, building a business right at home. So she invited me to one of the events. It's always a presentation. So I'll be honest, at first I was like, no. It's all about mindset, because in my head, I got to beg people to purchase these products. It's not going to happen. People come to my bakery because I have what they want. But then when I went and, you know, started to get to know the different people that were building businesses, it was interesting. So you just had to let your guard down. And then when you get to connect with someone and you get to, you know, understand their intention, their heart, and like what really is going on, that was a game changer for me. Because like you said, before actually understanding how this worked, it was like pyramid scheme. You hear the word, I'm like, that's a pyramid scheme. But as you said, a pyramid scheme, only people at the top is getting paid. What piqued my interest was like how she was growing her business. I've always been a goal getter, if you will. I love numbers. I love everything business. And I know Christy, I've known her for a long time. She's not one of those people, as you said, sometimes we go to an event and it's just the stories we were told, and people say, you could be rich, you could be rich. And let me tell you.
Sell you a good
Every time I speak to people, I tell them, listen, it's possible, but it is work, it's fun, but I'm not going to tell you, hey, you sign on the dotted line and you're going to be making $5,000 next. It don't work like that. Okay. So I think just being transparent from the beginning and sharing that with people, if they want it, they'll let their guard down, and you are an example of what it looked like. You know what I'm saying? So I never try to fake anybody out, but it's a great opportunity, whether you're looking to be part-time, full-time, you literally get to set your bar. All I do when I talk to people is say, show up for what it is that you said that you want.
Okay. So what if I hear you correctly, one of the things it sounds like that's important in a lot of business, but specifically in multi-level marketing where there's a lot of selling happening, is that you are selling a product or a service that you believe in.
Yes, you have to. Okay. That's why I love the smoothie shop. So, and that's how Kaylin and I met. Came to the smoothie shop. I believe I met your wife first. And they were able to try the product. And it was like, oh my goodness, this is good. If you walked in, you would have never known it was associated with any MLM. Okay. Right? Not at all. So I just, I love to help people get great results. We don't talk about weight loss because it's not a diet. It's healthier living. We have, that was me, I'm sorry, fried chicken, macaroni and cheese, sweet potatoes. But those are the things that when we have it on a consistent basis, that is killing our community. Right. So now when you offer something, just like when you offer the opportunity, when you're offering something else healthier, people are like, ugh. I'm like, listen, this is amazing. We need this. Okay. So yeah.
No, I think you hit on something, just a quick caveat. Because so much we hear in the community, especially Black communities, that, they put another Chick-fil-A or they put another Popeyes. We want whatever the best salad place is, or, this Go Green place. But then when you get it, you still going to Popeyes and Chick-fil-A. So it's like people say they want something, but they really don't want it.
Right. You got to show up for it. You do what it is you say you want. And what's great about it too, even when people come and, we do wellness evaluations there, we have fitness classes there. The conversation that I'm going to have with you is, what is your goal? Okay. And I listen. I never press the business opportunity on people. But if you say, hey girl, I want to get on your nutrition plan, but my money is low, I have a solution for that. Okay. So there's a solution for everything. And again, it's all in how you present it. And at the end of the day, if you say, Crystal, I don't want your nutrition plan or be a part of your team, I still love you. Okay.
Now, let me ask you a question, because if I'm listening to this, I'm hearing this, I'm like, okay, it might be time to sign up to sell some Herbalife, right? How do you go from, I went to a presentation and I watched you do the presentation, okay, now I want to sign up to be a distributor, is that what it's called? Okay, so I want to sign up to be a distributor. What's the next steps? What does that look like? Does Herbalife give me a marketing plan?
They give you. I'm honest. I've never been a part of any other company, but with the investment, and I say, so it's all a play of words. Okay. You said sell, I say share, because I had you had the smoothie, so I'm just going to share with you what it is I'm doing. Okay. Right? Okay. The first step, I always like to introduce the VIP program, which is $40, and that give you an opportunity to try the products at a discount. Okay. And if you decide to become a distributor, you can upgrade for $60. So a distributorship is $100. You get support, you get the marketing plan, you get a website, you get weekly trainings. Like, we get information. We just had someone train us the other day where people pay thousands of dollars for the same information.
Yeah.
Where we get it because you're a part of the company.
Yeah.
So for $100 investment.
Okay.
Because people say a lot of times, I gotta pay $100. No, you get to invest $100 into your future.
So it's a mindset.
It's a mindset.
Yeah.
It's a mindset.
Yeah.
I agree. I think that's important because, nothing is going to come free. One of our kind of slogans is you got to do the work. Right. So, I mean, our website is streamchasers.work because you have to do the work. And no matter what kind of streams of income you're going to come up on. And I think the misconception with multi-level marketing, because of oftentimes the way it's presented, is that it's going to be a quick thing. And then people get in it. It's not a quick thing. And then people are disappointed. And it's a pyramid scheme because I paid $100 investment or I paid a $200 investment and nothing came of it. I didn't get one sale. I got a 50-cent check. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I think that's part of the misconception, misnomer.
And this is a tough question possibly, but it's real life. So there was a time when I got introduced to it was like an MLM, but it was to sell taxes. I'm sorry, life insurance. Now, oftentimes, like you said, they want you to put some money up front or put an initial investment down. But what happens when that young person fresh out of high school who didn't go to college, but doesn't really have no money, wants to get involved? And, you after sitting through that presentation, they're sitting there hearing you saying, oh, we're all about helping the people, doing this and doing that. But it's like, hey, I really want to get involved. Like, I'm on what you're saying, but I don't have the money to invest. Right. Like, do you ever run into those type of people?
I do. I actually had a couple young ladies that was their situation. Because we do have the smoothie shop, we worked out a couple things to have them come. If you were to bring your friends that may be interested, that can help you start your business.
Got it.
There's different ways that you can do it. Like, I don't ever suggest putting the money up, if you will, only because what I found is when you pay it forward for some people, they don't show up. But when you have to, and we literally had this happen in our organization, if they didn't have it, you help them figure it out. Because when you work hard for it, you appreciate it. And when you appreciate it, it's just different. The outcome is just totally different.
Wonderful. So given that we're about multiple streams of income here, tell me how the streams of income work kind of within your MLM or any other MLMs that you know, because isn't it just one stream, or is there multiple ways to make money via Herbalife?
Well, I can share Herbalife because I've never been a part of any others. But when we say multiple, so the marketing plan, you get paid 3 different ways. Okay. Retail, which is money in your pocket immediately. Right. Wholesale, when you attract your VIP members or other people to join your team. And royalties is king. That's where, like, when you start to build an organization. So we've had people come in and say, I don't want to deal with other people being on my team. Okay, then you just do retail. Okay. And when you do invest your $100, not only do you get your website, but you also get 3 what we call 3-day trials that you retail for $25. So 25 times 3 is $75. So a math problem, you really only invest in $25 into a business where you got a website you don't pay for monthly, it's included, all of your trainings, the support, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
So it's almost like, why not, if you have it, why not take the risk at least just to see, because the pros could outweigh or very easily outweigh the cons.
Especially if you believe in the product, because I think that's the takeaway too. Like, if you don't need life insurance, or you've never had to use life insurance, or if you don't wear makeup, then if there's no motivation to do it, I think that is a key takeaway. Because one thing that I will say is that one of the reasons that we decided to do this episode first is because we know that a lot of our listeners and viewers, as you talk about multiple streams of income, their primary stream of income might be a 9-to-5, right? But what's an easier, quote unquote, way to add an additional stream of income might be something that's pre-packaged for you, such as a multi-level marketing, where I can pay $100 investment and I get this marketing plan, I get this website, I get all of these things that I don't have to set up myself, especially if I believe in the product. So I guess my synopsis in saying all of this is, if you've been approached by MLM, or if you are, maybe you use the Mary Kay face scrub and you really like it, you may have been turned off by the presentation that you visited. Maybe it's worth giving it a shot if it works for you.
Yeah, no, I certainly agree, because I don't know too many people that are under the age of 30, between that 18 and 30, that haven't been approached by somebody in an MLM.
I have a powerful success story too. There's a young lady, her name is Megan. She actually was in college. Her mom introduced her. She saw her mom on her nutrition plan. She actually opened her smoothie shop her senior year, and she's killing it now, and this is all she does. So like that education, the thing is, go to high school. I'm obviously graduate high school, go to college, get a job, work 9 to 5. She literally skipped all those steps, and she is she's loving her community. They're loving her, and she would have never been able to do that. So she literally gets to run her own day.
That's amazing.
No, I certainly agree. But since you kind of brought it up, because again, the goal here is to actually change the mindset of a lot of people, and not just our listeners, but myself as well. As we said, I've kind of been involved in some of the things on an informal level, but maybe that's something that I could potentially look at down the road, or at a time. But we all have to make money, and like you said, this the former college grad. She came out booming, probably never had to work for nobody, so what's the potential money like for somebody to get in MLMs? Because again, like Candace said, you go to these workshops and they're like, oh, forget college, forget those $60,000 to $100,000 loans. You can come out making $30,000 a month, so it's like, but, and of course, like you said, you have to put the work in, but realistically, what does some of those money, like the income, look like? Yeah.
Well, let's just leave the foundation. Realistically, you really got to put in the work. But one thing I do first is create a vision for yourself. So once I break the marketing plan down, what are you looking to earn? Some people, $500 will save a marriage and or pay a car bill. So it really depends on the work that you're willing to put in. I've seen people literally come in this business and now I don't want to say automatically, because of the work, the time and effort that they put in, started earning $1,000 part-time.
Okay. Yeah, and that's a lot.
All the way up to like we have this thing now where, I wish I can give y'all the math problem, but let's just say my sponsor is doing amazing. And where I am right now, close to 6 figures. But I have my goals are large. And when you asked about the marketing plan before, retail, like I said, that's just money in your pocket. You don't wait for a check. Wholesale, you could do retail, wholesale, your check come on the 15, and royalties. I'm looking to build an organization. And one of the things, my vision for Prince George's County is to have multiple smoothie shops around, so not just for the nutrition or the fitness, like you said, mindset, and for people to have a place to come where they love to hang out, they feel the love, because you don't get that in your day-to-day. Like you can't walk into the coffee shop over there and get that, and that's something else that we get to offer. So I'm hyped up about like that right there. The money, I love the money, don't get me twisted, but to see other people and to be able to offer this opportunity, and to see that high school student that didn't have the money to get to college have an amazing breakthrough in future, like that's a win for me.
Agreed. I definitely don't get that community sense of community at my local smoothie shop. I'm not gonna name drop. I go there frequently. There is no community. Okay.
It's in and out.
Get your smoothie and get out.
And that's most restaurants.
Exactly.
Most businesses.
Exactly. So I like the idea of being able to go in and no names, no faces, and what really appealed to me when we were first talking about this is the idea of being able to go into the shop and not being pressured to start the business, because that's usually, because I think, like you said, as you were listing, it's retail, wholesale, then royalties is king. I think a lot of folks, when they do join the MLMs and they are, trying to build they focus on the royalties is king. So they're trying to get everybody to join and make their big team. And so I'm not against you and your goals. I just don't want to sell. I just don't want to be a part. You just let me be, please. You know?
Let me just be a consumer.
Exactly. Let me buy my smoothie,
and
my
it's
tea.
a place for that. Like
yes.
like I said, we call them our VIP members. There's literally a place for everyone. And like you said, the pressure. I offer the opportunity. I smile, and if you want to do it. But I love, like, even what you guys are doing here, just locking arms with people and just making an impact. Like, that's the vision for me.
Yes.
So yeah. I'm hyped now. I'm just talking. I'm like, yo,
No, that's good. That's good.
That's awesome. I personally definitely want to stop by, and I want to see because now I gotta leave my local smoothie shop and take a look and see what else is out there, and see, because I really want to see how this works. Because when we were first talking about it, I was like, well, the storefront, like, I mean, I'm calling it a storefront, but the storefront idea just seems like genius to me. I don't know why other MLMs don't employ the same kind of business strategy. Like, I've never seen a makeup store, or I've never seen, there are most places I don't see a place for, like, there's Bath and Body Works. How come Avon doesn't have a storefront where you can capitalize on the retail customer who's just coming in? Is this the only MLM you know of with a storefront?
Oh, yeah, because I don't know anything about, I'll be honest, I don't know anything about any other MLM.
Because you are Herbalife till you die. And I'm not mad.
I just never tried anything else. And honestly, if it wasn't for the relationship I had with Christy, I probably wouldn't have tried it.
Yeah.
And my best friend, I wouldn't have. And I failed to mention too. So you don't have to have a storefront. You literally, as you know, social media is a big thing. You spoke about Herbalife being in existence for 40 some odd years. It's I think 41 now, but we also do business in 92 countries.
Okay.
So that speaks volumes, because a lot of other companies, we got these products got to be approved to be able to be retailed or sold or shared, if you will, in these other countries. So you literally can grow. We have people that don't have smoothie shops that are making six figures that run their business right from Instagram, and they literally have a team around the world.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah,
it's definitely making me consider things a little differently. Like, I have a side business. I have two, actually, and like, as I'm thinking about this, I'm like, maybe I need to sign up and sell some makeup because I love it. I got the scrubs. Like, I'm like thinking about this a little differently. I need to open up a shop in my basement. I need to do the
and start your own.
Exactly.
Start your own model.
Start my own storefront. That's okay.
And, I got it. Since Herbalife wants to be the only one, you can do it.
It just doesn't, like, I'm literally like over here, like, my wheels are turning thinking about this, because it's a literal genius idea. Because I could be walking by, and if I'm seeing 301 Nutrition, I'm like, oh, I'm going there and grab something real quick and see what's happening.
I think in the company, literally they pivot with every pivot, if you will. Like, we haven't utilized it to the max, but they have an app for us where you can actually order on the app.
Wow.
Yeah, you can order on the app. And they're just rolling. Like I said, our sales has been phenomenal since we're in this pandemic, because people are more cautious of their immune systems, if you will. So like,
that's a blessing in its own.
Yeah.
And you guys have a Instagram account, right? The shop. I thought so, because I was on there the other day looking, and I was like, now this don't look like a shake that is got nutritional value. It looks delicious, but I'm questioning nutritional value.
But let me break the value down
since we're talking about
it. If you stop by 301 Nutrition Spot and get a small smoothie, it's 200 calories, 24 grams of protein, 24 vitamins and minerals. If you get a medium, you have 36 grams of protein, it's 300 calories. Oh, and I failed. It's 9 grams of sugar, but it's all natural sugar. And it's a meal replacement. Like, people do smoothie. They go places, they get smoothies. A lot of times you'll drink a smoothie and you still got to eat. This you can actually constitute as a meal. So if you came in and saw me at breakfast, like tomorrow, because I'll be on the clock. And you had it at 9, you wouldn't need to eat again until 11:30, 12.
Understood. Because I definitely order a smoothie and a quesadilla at my local smoothie shop.
Yeah, because they go hand in hand. Because to me, the smoothie just is like water.
Yeah. Together. That's what they sold it to me as a drink. It's together
with a straw.
Exactly.
So now I need something to eat.
That's good. That's wonderful to know.
And you can bring your baby girl.
Yeah, I can bring her by.
The whole family could come. Like, it's lit.
So let me also ask you. So I know that you run like wellness challenges and such.
Yes.
Now, how does that intersect with your MLM, or does it not intersect?
Well, I utilize it. So I've just kicked off a Win Your Day 21-day challenge. I'm offering the virtual trainings with it, so you don't pay for that.
Okay.
You just get on your nutrition plan.
Okay.
And you sign up. It's going to be 21 days, and I coach you. So you get a grocery list, you get a meal plan, so you know how to eat. You have me one-on-one, and then I create a community of support.
Okay.
So normally, whenever you have whether you're looking to lose weight, gain weight, need some more energy, or just want to feel amazing on the inside, that is like the best way. Community is the best.
Got you.
Now, could you, because I want to make sure I preface this right for the listeners and watchers, could I start an MLM? Let's call it Herbalife, right? I have a website so people can order from me, right? And I could start sending out invitations and getting the customer base and the client base. Once, let's take it from your level, because it might be a little bit hard from somebody who's just starting. But once I got established in the business, could I, for all intents and purposes, withdraw and have it just be people who are diehard Herbalife, like my customers who are just ordering online, and there's not much maintenance I have to do?
Oh yeah, you can. When I tell y'all, you can run this business any way you want. So that will be. A lot of people do that. They'll get on their nutrition plan, join the business. You literally, I could sign Kaylin up to be a VIP. I get paid off of him, a percentage of him ordering his products every month. Okay. You get a website, so you can just tell people, they see you. What's your website? They can go to your website and order. When they order from your website, when you hear me say retail, that means the profit from that sale goes straight to your PayPal, whatever your, however you're collecting money, if you will.
Got you. So, say if, I come in and I get in contact with you, and it's like, okay, I really like this shake. Can I purchase, let's just say, a whole gallon of a certain shake and then distribute it on my own without being affiliated with Herbalife? Which is which is what a lot of people do on Amazon. Or they go out.
I'm glad you asked.
Buy a shirt that says, I don't know, "We out."
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And then they go on, and they might have a press machine, to say, "We be out." And then I'm gonna take your product and I'll sell it, but I basically just took it from you. So can they do that in Herbalife?
Capital N-O.
Okay.
And the reason being is, so y'all know, honestly, they're trying to stop that whole Amazon thing. The only way that you should be able to purchase Herbalife products is through a distributor, or on an Herbalife website. We actually had a lot of fraud with that. I had a incident myself. It was a young lady in Wardolph. She was buying on Amazon. I had a conversation. When she received her order from me, she was like, "This look different." Herbalife we have a golden seal guarantee. They don't guarantee anything unless you purchase it through a independent distributor. And if you think about it, what's great about our marketing plan too, the highest level is 50%. Okay. So let's just say we have a product that's $100, right? It's $100. Me as a distributor, when I sell it to you, I earn 50%, which is $50. What sense does it make for me to take that same product that is retailed at $100 to sell it on Amazon for $60? That doesn't make sense. I would essentially be coming out of my pocket to sell the product. So if you can get it cheaper than what a distributor that's making 50%, if I'm selling it on Amazon for $70, that means I'm coming out of my pocket with $30. You got to think about that, because people have done that. They're like, I'm going to be a part of your challenge. I ordered my product on Amazon. Back that up, send it back. Because they don't guarantee, it's not technically from Herbalife.
Yeah. No, that makes perfect sense.
Answer that question? No. Sorry.
Yeah. That's definitely important, because I've had those thoughts before. It's like,
But that's a red flag for anybody really listening. If you can get it somewhere else cheaper than what a distributor is selling it for, because like I said, their marketing plan is just phenomenal. Like really, when I opened my bakery, my restaurant, I paid thousands of dollars. You mean to tell me I get to invest $100 for distributorship? I get 3-day trials that I can retail for $25. Ultimately, I'm paying $25. I get I've never started a business with $100 ever in my life. The thought was $100. Like, just to think about it cost me $100.
To register your LLC costs more than $100.
You better say that. That's exactly what I was thinking. Yeah, I agree. And it's funny that you brought that up, Caitlin, because a lot of people, again, we will say this in every podcast time and time again. There is no fast way to do it. There is no get rich quick, but people are constantly trying to find like the loophole and find the thing. Like, can I take the gallon and resell it and flip it and do that? Similar to the PlayStation deal. Let me buy these PlayStations, let me flip them, let me resell them. And sometimes you get stuck with them, right? So like there's a whole thought process that people have behind trying to move things. Even if it's not get rich quick, it's get more money quick. You know what I mean? And it's not always a good thing.
But you know, the problem with that is a lot of people, to me, this is a problem of social media because everybody sees the success of everybody. So if I'm just up and coming and I see Crystal, who I know who does Herbalife, she out here with the new G-Wagon,
right?
You know, or something like that. Or if I know you got a physical training or a personal training company, and I get on Instagram one day and I see you got like, dang, it's like, I feel like he just got booming and he already got like 200 clients. Little do we know, like, he's grinding, she's grinding. Like, you might not see the grind on Instagram or all the documentation that they're doing, but they're grinding. And that's where I think a lot of people get lost in the whole shuffle. It's like, nah, you got to put the work in.
Yeah. Right. And it's important when you are attracting people to explain that. Because we all have a story. And I tell people all the time, like, I want to know what are your goals? Right. And I cast my vision as to where I want to take the team, and then we go to work. Right. But it's no quick, like, it don't abracadabra. Oh, it don't work like that.
So I'm not gonna pay my $100 and get my own 210 nutrition. That's not what that's what you're saying.
Right.
Got it.
But 210 could be in the future. I see it.
Come on, I see 210 too. I see 210. I see it. I'm feeling it in my spirit. I need to go taste the shakes first, but I'm feeling it.
Because for those of you who don't know, Route 210 in Maryland, it needs some stuff down there.
Come on, it needs some. In my mind, there's a whole list of things, and 210 nutrition is now on the list of things that need to go on it. Okay.
It's probably on Crystal's now.
Right. No, that's the vision though. PG County. I'm actually working on a second location now, so say a prayer for me. But that's the goal, to become a single owner operator for a club.
Okay.
Right. That's right, because you, as we mentioned earlier, you currently own, or you have a partner with this one.
She started as my client.
As your client. Wow. So can you kind of give us just like some of that story, like how that came to be from a client to becoming a co-owner, and what did that kind of look like?
Well, I knew her son, and her son had, kept having a conversation. You need to go see Crystal. You need to go see Crystal. And this is when I was operating a business in my basement. Okay. So she came. She's a loopy. She has an amazing story. Fast forward, down 72 pounds, but it was the shift for her energy, the community. And she, when you share with other people what your vision is, she was listening. So one day we had a conversation, and she said, I would like to, open up a smoothie shop with you. Right now, she's a product lover. So I'm like, bet, it'll work. So we ran into the space we have now, which is 3 miles from her house, because I like community and I wanted to build in our community. Okay. So that's how that transpired. So we decided to do that. My vision for Prince George's County is to have multiple clubs. Okay. So like you literally could be 10 minutes from me, and it's like, hey, I got my girl over here, go see her. Just like Starbucks. Just like Starbucks. Everywhere you go, you like coffee, coffee, coffee. Why not what we're doing? And that's my vision. And one thing about me, when I have a vision, as long as it's the Lord's will, it's going to happen.
Yeah. I agree. I mean, I would say, to Kaylin's point earlier, one of the about Instagram, one of the positive things that have come out of Instagram is the need for folks to be healthier. Now, some folks don't know how to do that because everybody pushing teas and shakes, and sometimes they had weight loss surgery and then they still push a tea and shake. We're not gonna talk about it because that's the falsity of Instagram that happens sometimes. Like sometimes it looked like he got 200 clients, he got 2, but we ain't gonna talk about that today. Okay, we will talk about the real side. And so the real side is like, the thought that I could, we could put up a smoothie shop everywhere is mind-blowing, because the United States, I think as a whole, is shifting conscious to know that we have to be healthier. So I think it's like now is like the right time, because you do see like a tropical smoothie or a Smoothie King or whatever everywhere.
The time is now. Like Candace said, you see it. The world is real big on wellness right now. So if you can get in on it as an early adopter, why not?
Exactly. So 210 Nutrition. Got it. Bet.
And we also have people that run these, like part of our team in Connecticut. It just depends on what the county will allow you to do, because there's some people that did not invest in a smoothie shop. They literally switched their basement, and their smoothie shop is in their basement. I'm sorry, their garage. Yeah. So
it just
you get to
depends
build
on-
it however you want. You don't have to, do it. It's no one way. It's the ways. And to your point and what you just talked about, I never tell people drink the tea and your body is just gonna be. I'm like, no, you gotta drink the tea. We gotta eat right too.
Yeah,
that's important, because people will get on there and be like, oh, our shakes are amazing, but let me tell you, you drink that shake and eat that chicken, you keep doing that.
I was about to say, so I can't drink the tea with the Popeyes? That's not.
No.
Okay.
But you can have Popeyes every once in a while. You get to eat according to your goals. So again, it's not a diet. Like I had invited my clients over for Thanksgiving one year, and they were like, you gonna eat the macaroni and cheese? You think and the sweet potatoes, because it's a lifestyle. Like, I'm gonna enjoy my family, but I'm not gonna do it from Thanksgiving to the New Year. That's what we do.
Yeah.
So
It's all about moderation.
The
And everything.
leftovers. That's why.
Okay.
Yes.
So, Crystal, is there any way, so with the listeners listening, is there any way that for somebody to connect with you, specifically with Herbalife? Someone might be out there, having second thoughts like, wow, I was approached with Herbalife maybe a year or two ago. Is there a way that someone can connect with you if you are looking for new people to add to your team or mentor or something like that?
I got a secret.
Okay.
I'm always looking. No,
I was going to say, she said royalties is king, so I feel like there's not an if.
No, I'm just kidding. So I have a cell phone number. You can call me. 240-481-5040.
Wow,
My
she's
Instagram
not playing. I'm sorry. She's not playing.
No,
Yes.
I got vision. Y'all see?
Yes.
See?
Listen, she got goals.
I believe in you, and you in the back. My Instagram is the Six Figure Fitness Chick. So it's the THE 6 figure fitness chick. And and then my website is BU with Crystal. So it's BEU with Crystal.com.
Yes.
Okay.
And then obviously stop by 301 Nutrition.
Yes.
And
And
tell them Stream Chaser sent you. Okay.
Yeah, no, definitely.
And we also
mention
have
us.
an Instagram for 301 Nutrition Spot. It's 301 Nutrition Spot, and our address to the shop is 9542 Crane Highway. We are in Marlton, in the Marlton Shopping Center, opposite end of Food Line. So I'll see y'all soon.
All right. All right. So, there you have it when it comes to the whole MLM pyramid schemes. I hope you learned a lot. But before we wrap this show up, we have a third segment that we'd like to get into, and that's just more like a question to our guests. So let me give you a little quick backstory. So here at Stream Chasers, we're all about building a network of potential stream chasers. And being a stream chaser, you're probably always after the next industry, the next business, the next move. So we're going to ask Crystal if there's anything that you have next on your agenda. Now, we already know you mentioned that you plan on opening a second spot, which is great. But is there anything that you would like to share with the people that you have on your vision, on your horizon? And then a second part to that question is, whatever it is, what resource or what person, what skill do you need to help accelerate that? Like I said, we're all about connecting people and building this network, because there might be somebody that Crystal needs to help accelerate her, that someone that's listening has that skill, that talent that you can kind of tap into, Crystal, and now you can start new businesses. So, Crystal, the floor is yours.
All right. So, something that I am working on, you heard me say my website was BEU with Crystal. I love to empower people. So, you can call it, we were playing with names the other day, transformation coach, if you will, or we said transformation escort, because I love to help people to get to the next level, whatever your next level is. So that's something I'm working on. going to launch the YouTube. I love empowering. So to everything that we want is on the outside of our comfort zone. This is very uncomfortable for me. So one of the things I need help with or need to work on is just the whole presentation piece. Because let me tell you, you say lights, camera, action. I'm like, what's up? But that is something, because I have a lot to pour out into others. But one thing I've learned is if I don't walk into the purpose that God has set before me, I'm not going to die empty, which is my biggest goal in life. All of us have been created with these amazing gifts, and some of us just sit on them. And if you'd have caught me 5 years ago, you would have never heard me say this. But because I do want to die empty and I want to give as much as I can, and not only that, I want to be the bridge that God created me to be. So Be You with Crystal is on the horizon, and one of the things that I got to work on is the whole video thing when in public speaking. So,
okay.
Yeah.
So any coaches out there? The coach needs a coach.
Yes.
Everybody needs a trainer.
Exactly.
Even the greatest out there, they all have somebody. The best doctor out there has to go to another doctor. So just keep that in mind.
I was amazed when they told me LeBron still had to go to practice. I was like, but why?
Yeah. So, it's true.
Exactly.
And Kobe still needed to be coached.
Yes, and Beyonce has a vocal coach. Like, what?
So
how you training me? I might be a little too arrogant for that, but anyway, understood.
So don't let that go over your head. Just because Crystal is successful, leverage her, tap into her, tap into her network. You never know where you can expand.
Exactly. We thank you for coming and sitting with us, Crystal.
Well,
we appreciate it. We hope that people learn something, because multi-level marketing, like we said, is definitely an easier access point for your first stream of additional income. So if you're working at 9 to 5 and you don't have the time to set up a website, you don't have this, but you do have a MLM that's approached you or something you're using that you believe in, this definitely could be a path worth looking into, because that $100, $200, whatever the investment is definitely a small portion of what you'll get into if you started a business on your own.
Agreed. Candace said it all. Again, we're glad that you joined us. Make sure you follow us on the Instagram at stream.chasers.
Exactly. On the YouTube at Stream Chasers.
Yep. And this podcast will be on every platform that you have.
On the 1st and the 15th, because those are paydays.
It's payday. And you just got paid.